How's it going, everyone? Brandon Palaniuk here. We just finished up Lake Champlain, and tomorrow we start practice on the St. Lawrence River. This is your Rapala Fantasy Fishing preview. We're going to give you kind of who I would pick in each bucket. So I'm going to go through the list, kind of pick some anglers for you. I think next week you're going to see maybe the very tail end of the spawn, depending on where you're fishing. We cannot fish the Canadian side, but we can fish anywhere from the Messina Dam all the way out into Lake Ontario in the US waters. So that's going to make it pretty interesting. You know, probably a lot of drop shots, right? VMC drop shot hooks and drop shot weights, probably some top walkers, maybe a cover pop, the Rashi spin bait. It's going to be a fun week. It's one of my favorite places to fish. I have myself in Group A, but I'm gonna go with Feider because he has been on an absolute roll right now. But literally, I mean, I'm just gonna give you guys Group A. There's Feider, Patrick, Chris Johnston, Corey Johnston's also in that group. I'm in that group. Like, there's a bunch of guys that have done really well there in the past, but I'm gonna go with Seth because most likely he's gonna be our AOY champion and he's on a roll. Next in bucket B, I'm going with Taku Ito. Everybody loves watching Taku fish. He's a phenomenal finesse guy, really good with his electronics, and he made a top 10 there last year. So I'm going with Taku. I am going to go with, let's see, oh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go Carl Jocumsen. Carl's finished really high there in the past in some events. He's really good with his electronics. He's gonna do well there, I'm guessing. Oh man, if we go into our next group, some of these are so tough. Bucket D, I'm gonna go Clifford Pirch. He is phenomenal, smallmouth fisherman, really good with light line and a spinning rod in his hand. He's done well there in the past. And then going into bucket E, Garrett Paquette. He's a great smallmouth fisherman. He's from up north. Also good with light line. It's gonna play next week. The water's super clear, so keep an eye out on those guys. That's your Rapala Fantasy Fishing preview for the St. Lawrence River.